put the link up on. Can I see it from my app? You want to put your hands down? That's how it goes. How do we know? Here live on my phone. Live stream in lockdown.
Alright, I think we are live.
Only black screen. Reboot your computer might work, guys. We got some peeps.
Yeah.
Copy.
Alright, we got some. Hi guys, sorry about that.
Sorry we're late. We had some technical difficulties.
Yeah, so welcome guys to our second live stream. We're supposed to celebrate 20K live stream.
Yeah, but this is a delayed version
Slightly
of that.
delayed version. Please feel free to drop in your comments, your questions in the.
Yes, and we have in the comments, and we will have a look-see and answer. But we also have some questions from YouTube and Instagram that you guys asked earlier, so we will do that as well. I need to take story
Yeah.
to upload it.
All right, so I'll just give everyone and.
We're live on the live stream, guys, on YouTube. Swipe up to come join us.
Awesome. Hi Rubin. Hi Chamat. Rubin Chamat, sorry.
I can't see any of the Ranji. Hey, is that Ranji?
Yeah.
No, that's not.
Ranji Banji.
Ah, okay.
Hi Varun. Thanks a lot, guys, for joining in.
Yes. How many people are here so far?
The first one we should answer is, huh?
We should get started, right? Or do
Yeah.
we wait a little
No,
bit?
we start.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, I think the first one we should answer is when are we planning to travel again? So as those of you in Sri Lanka may know, and those of you abroad may not know, Sri Lanka is in a travel lockdown at the moment. It's called a travel restriction, but it's technically a lockdown.
Yeah.
And the cases, unfortunately, are spiraling out of control.
Yes, compared to what it was before. But like Johnny said, compared to what other countries, specifically even India, is going through, it's not that bad. But it's bad compared to how we were just a few months ago. So it's definitely best to take precautions so that we won't let it spiral out of control.
Yeah, and we are hoping as soon as it gets back to normal, I mean, as soon as we can even travel outside of our province, we'll definitely get to it because we've got a lot of work to do.
Yeah,
And
but it's also not, I feel like it's not responsible of us to be pushing travel and telling people to travel or traveling ourselves right now.
But at the same time, the government is allowing
tourists to come in.
I guess. There is hotels are allowed to have people up to 25% of their capacity in hotels, which means it is functioning, and the tourism industry has to go on. And it's just a case of how we find the best ways to make it happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'll have a look at the questions.
Yes, please, because I can't see them. They're so tiny. Sorry, guys, if I don't say hi to each and every one of you individually. I cannot see all the comments.
Right. We've got Salia saying hi, Adhikari Chitra saying hi, Dilshan Javal saying hi. All right, let's look for some questions.
Hi, guys. Hi to all of you. Shall we start with a couple of questions that I have got on my Instagram? So I put up, which by the way, if you guys aren't following me on Instagram, please do. It's at Sheneller, same as the YouTube handle, and at Shehan23.
Yep.
Some insights. So I asked a question. I said, let me know if you guys have any questions for me. And we got quite a few interesting ones. Let's get into it. Give me one sec, guys.
I can look at the questions off my phone.
Oh, excellent.
All right, guys, we're going to look at the questions off our phone.
I can see much better as well.
Turn the lights on. Well,
hey.
What do you guys think of the new
lighting setup?
I mean,
clearly they will like it. They said it's too dark.
Yeah, we're still working on it
Yeah,
because
we're trying to improve on it, but we thought this was kind of moody and
yeah, and we're trying to do a few stuff from inside here, our studio. So we're going to be working on it.
okay, so I'll let you pick the question.
Okay.
You pick.
Your teenage sad story or regret?
I don't know. Why did you look at me like that? Is there
I don't know.
something?
It's just the first one that came up.
Teenage sad story or regret? Jesus. I don't know. I'll think of something and get back to you guys on that
All right.
because
How's the vegetarian diet treating you?
it's going really good, guys. I was vegan for 2 years, so that was from I think 2016 to 2018. And then we were traveling in Vietnam. I realized that I was starving because we were on a budget. We weren't eating from any of the restaurants per se because we had a very tight budget. So we only ate from roadside shops and things like that, which I love. But the only problem is Vietnam's cuisine is very, very meat based. Even their noodle soups are in a meat broth or it's always like fried meat. And I was eating like next to nothing. So I decided to start incorporating egg into my diet and some dairy at that point. But I think then I later realized that dairy is not so great for my this system. I felt better without it. So I only have like a small amount. So yeah, it's going very well.
Awesome. So we've got Zekis Nadir Kwaru. That's a hard one to pronounce, saying greetings from Germany. I
Oh,
love your wonderful country. Been here 27 times. Thanks a lot.
whoa, that's awesome.
What's the new plans during this pandemic situation? Um, so thankfully, we've got some work, which unfortunately we are not allowed to disclose at the moment. But we have some work, travel related, that we are doing at the moment, which is going to probably take another month or two.
Yeah.
And then after that, hopefully, we are looking to travel within the country. If not, we'll be creating more things
Yeah,
out
we
of
were
our
super
studio.
lucky that this kind of fell in at this point because we were anyway going to have to take a little bit of time off YouTube to complete this project. And in a way, we not that this whole situation is good, but it's good it happened in this time where we couldn't travel so that we could be occupied as well. But we plan on getting back on the road as soon as possible, and we plan on maybe hopping on a flight as soon as possible as well. We'll see how it goes, but we obviously want to travel and make some content abroad because the I think my first YouTube video is in Thailand, and it's so like amateur
Yeah.
amateur, and we would love to have another go at making a video abroad in another country but with our upgraded skills and gear, so looking forward to that.
And actually, we had quite a few places that reached out and wanted to work with us. Unfortunately, things have been evolving quite a bit, but I think it's now come to a point where we've realized, we just need to take the risk and
Yeah,
make that decision, just do it. So yeah, stay tuned.
those are the
Got
plans
some
for travel.
interesting things with regards to travel. Failing which, we're going to be making more stuff out of here. Let us know what you would like to see on Chanel's channel in terms of, videos from home, tutorials, things like that,
Yes,
as well as
anything I can do for you guys and show from the lifestyle section of this channel, please let us know. I will gladly do it for you. uh, okay, what's another common people?
all right.
I've got a question. This is obviously from a Sri Lankan, and it says, "Are you an LCite?" So, to those who are not from Sri Lanka, LC or Ladies College is a very well-known school, ladies' school, a girls' school in Colombo. And to answer your question, no, I do not go to ladies. I did not go to Ladies College. I went to CIS, but I have a lot of friends from ladies.
Hi Suresh. Hi Famous Quotes. Uh, Thanks a lot everyone for joining in.
Oh no.
Let's take on some other questions. Why did you start traveling? By Senali Karuna. You want to answer that?
Before we ever thought about doing this at all, neither of us had any video skills or any inkling of an idea of doing anything on YouTube. Shan and I both had very corporate style jobs. I actually had a small juice business which I started with a friend, and Shehan was doing marketing and brand management for Harpo's Pizza, which is actually like a very well-known pizza chain in Colombo.
Yeah.
So we honestly just wanted to travel by the two of us, because just by ourselves, because we didn't travel. We always traveled in a group of friends, and we just wanted to have that experience of just the two of us traveling abroad in a country. And we thought, let's plan this trip to Thailand for a whole year, and we'll take 1 month off and just have this epic backpacking trip. And once we did that, we realized how much we loved it, because of the fact that it opened our eyes to so many things, to seeing different people, culture, and seeing the world in a different way. But also, we had a lot of questions from people asking us how we planned the trip, and we realized we had a lot of knowledge because we like extensively planned this trip, and you specifically planned our budget and everything. So we realized it would be nice to do this and share this information with people as well, because then we can help other people travel too. That was the first thing that sparked our interest in travel. Of course, there were lots of other things that happened, but I think that first backpacking trip to Thailand really, really changed the way we looked at the world. I know
Yeah.
it sounds a little corny, but it's true.
It also opened us to the possibilities of doing what we're doing today. I mean, we met some people who were doing it, but obviously they were foreigners,
Yeah.
not Sri Lankans.
Yeah.
And it seemed so far-fetched at the time for Sri Lankans to be able to do it. But we thought, if they can do it, why can't we? And we speak English,
Yeah.
we can learn just as much, and we can probably do just as good a job.
Yeah.
And yeah, from there on, we tried a bunch of different things, and
The thing is, it was all new to us as well. There were a lot of people who were photographers or videographers, and they were all skills that we didn't have. And it meant that we would have to build new skills, and we didn't know if we were sure about that. That would
Yeah.
require us to take time off our real work. So it was definitely jumping in the deep end. But we did. We
Yeah.
did jump.
So Periyasamy Anbarasan has said, "What is the motive of this live? It is actually to get to know everyone and just to go on live because we haven't been able to travel for the
Yeah.
last month. And it's been a while. The last time we went on a live stream was when we were at 10K.
Yeah.
So we thought we'd hop on over here.
This is also overdue live stream for 20K as well.
Yeah.
But also, this is, I think, the after a very long time that we have gone more than like without uploading at least 2 videos a week. We usually a month. Yeah, we upload like about 2 to 4 videos a month, and we kind of miss interacting with you guys in the comments, etc. It kind of feels a little lonely for us too. So we just wanted to hop on and say hi, and we're glad you're here.
Jeevan is here. He says, Hi
Hi,
guys from
Jeevan.
Toronto. Hi, Jeevan. Thanks a lot for joining in. All right.
Okay, we'll take another question from Instagram. And if you guys have any questions, you can drop it in the comments there as well. Let's just see. When are you getting married to Shehan?
Soon.
Soon.
Next year. Not next, yeah, next year. Next year,
Yeah, we didn't.
probably towards the end. But
We didn't want to plan anything for this year. That's for sure, because we knew we'd be busy with our work stuff, and we're always together anyways. So it doesn't like it's not a huge deal, but we can wait a bit longer. I think after 10 years, we can wait a little bit longer, so that we mainly want to be able to have all our family who live abroad have the freedom to come down to Sri Lanka. That's the main thing. So we would rather wait a bit longer, to be honest. Oh, here's a good question. Though I know you haven't watched the second one. Stranger Things or Money Heist?
strange.
Yeah, but you haven't watched Money Heist.
Then, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Same, Stranger Things. Because I haven't watched Money Heist. Okay, any questions on that?
You guys are really lucky, both having same interests. Yes, we are.
Yeah, our same interest. I think the foundation of it is that we both love to travel and to travel adventurously. Traveling to very nice hotels and showcasing and sharing them with you guys. We love that, and we love the filming aspect of it. But I think our main similarity that we really bond on is the fact that we love to travel and explore. things that are off the beaten path. And I
Yeah.
guess that's why we backpacked for 30 days in Thailand. And I kid you not, guys, I had a broken GoPro at the time with me, and Shehan refused to even take a picture because he was of the mindset that no, you shouldn't take pictures. You should just enjoy the moment in real life, right? He was that guy. So I have some like very bad footage from our 2017 Thailand trip, but I kid you not, to date, I feel like that was our best trip ever. Like we did so many things that I would love to recommend to you guys, but I don't even know if those things are like current or exist anymore. But one day we'd like to do a trip like that and take you guys along as well.
So Jeevan has said, guys, how about Batiklo? Yes, we are hoping to do
Lots
Batiklo.
of interesting things in
Yeah,
Batikal.
and we planned a whole other trip to kind of cover the north and the eastern side. And we're really hoping. I mean, this is actually the season now to get that way. Unfortunately, we can't travel at the moment, but as soon as it gets better, we are definitely going to be heading that way.
Here's an interesting question from Divya Prasad. Asks, how long has it taken for you guys to hit 1,000 subscribers and the required watch hours? So to hit 1,000 subscribers, actually for us, it took us a little bit of time to hit 1,000 subscribers because we weren't consistent in the beginning. There were big breaks between the time that we posted.
Yeah.
But also we reached 1,000 subscribers faster or first, and then much later on we reached 4,000 views, and it was a huge struggle for us to reach 4,000 hours. And now sometimes we will get 4,000 hours in one video, and we just sit there and look, be like, wow, we struggled so much for this 4,000 hours back when we were starting out. And I just think that that's how YouTube is geared. Like they're very tough on you when you're a new YouTuber until you prove yourself through consistency and through having quality videos. And I think they judge the quality by how long people watch your video. So once you get all that stuff and you figure out how you do your thing, it becomes much easier. But don't get disheartened if it's tough in the beginning.
Mike Ratnasuri has asked, hi guys, what's your editing tools or gadgets? Interesting to know.
Well, we use Premiere Pro.
Yeah.
And what gadgets?
I mean, we have a whole video of
All our gear,
all
yeah.
our gear.
Which did that video didn't do quite well. I thought that you guys might be really interested, but didn't get many views. Maybe the thumbnail is not so good. But if you need to know anything about our gear, it's all in that video. Just have a look for it.
Yeah.
And someone has said consistency, quality. Which one do you, consistency or quality? Which one do you think is vital for success on YouTube?
Consistency. Sonia is all about quality,
Hmm.
but I am telling you, it is all about consistency.
I think that you do more harm to your YouTube channel if you consistently upload videos that are low quality, that people don't watch at least even halfway through. You're damaging your channel because that means that people keep coming to your channel, looking at it, and they keep moving away from it, and YouTube is like, okay, this channel is not providing good content, and so the algorithm stops showing your video. What I think and what I tell Shehan that it's good that we have these opposing qualities is that you need to strike a balance between consistency and quality. So find a level of consistency where you can give your audience that same level of quality every time you post, and that way you will be able to grow. I think that's, for me, that's personally what I think.
Fair enough.
Shan will disagree with me.
Consistency.
Yes, consistency is very important. Do not be inconsistent. But
Yeah, someone else says hi.
hey,
Hi to all the guys from Jaffna.
yes,
We've been seeing a lot of people saying that they love the Jaffna video, and
Yes.
honestly, we're so glad to hear that.
Yeah.
It's been something we've been wanting to do from the start, like last year.
Siva, we are coming back to Jaffna and we want Amma to make us cool again, please. We miss it so much. You don't know how I was editing that cool video and I was so hungry. I was like, oh my god, I really need this in my life right now.
Yeah.
It was really good.
Oh, there's one.
Yeah.
Vitu Arslan. What's the reason behind Itzvella Beach? Why specifically Vellavath the beach? So I live we live right next to the beach, and it's a beach that I have been going to from the time I was a kid. And so it was natural that like while I was there every day and working out, I used to see how dirty it was, and that made me decide to
Want to do something
want to do
about
something
it.
because it was a habit I could build easily, just because it's walking distance from me. So yeah, I'm really hoping. I mean, we're doing some things to actually kind of expand on the whole concept, but I'm really hoping that it can shed some light onto how other people all around the country can do a similar thing to clean up the beach as a community.
Yes. Um, what's your favorite color? It's a question.
Um, Favorite color? I don't know. Purple?
Really? Is it really, or is that just the color that you picked for your YouTube theme?
I
Like,
think that's the color I picked.
yeah. For me, when I was younger, I really liked red, and then I also liked black and white. But now I feel like it's very difficult for me to pick a color, one color that I like. I like all of the colors, they all have their individual characteristics. So, yes, I'm that person.
Yeah. So we've got any Salia Siv. Yeah, Salia Sirivardhan. Any unforgettable things happen while traveling? Don't say the what?
What? You know what it is.
Yeah,
But it's
no.
unforgettable.
Yeah, yes, but we've said that before.
Okay, fine.
Okay. Think of something else besides meeting Floyd Mayweather.
Okay.
Unforgettable.
Not meeting,
Almost getting
almost
hit by
getting
Floyd.
punched by the Floyd Mayweather.
Unforgettable, fearful scenes in your life.
Fearful.
Uh, I think one, I think once, right at the top of my head, and this is actually on one of the blogs, was the first time we did our This is Sri Lanka trip when our Jeep broke down inside Vilpattu National Park. It was just Yashrin, Chanel, and myself, and
And it was,
yeah,
I think, almost, it was like 5:45 p.m. and the
yeah,
park closes at 6 p.m.
and there was no reception.
There's no reception. There was no people going in and out of the park at that time. We were stuck. It was getting dark, and we didn't know what. It's a wild, like there are wild animals. You know, it's a national park, and we didn't know what we were gonna do. Luckily, just at that time, there was a truck with a couple of guys in it, and they were just leaving the park at that time. And they saw us, and the beauty of traveling in Sri Lanka is that we didn't have to ask them or anything. They literally like drove up to us. The two guys got down, and they, without asking any questions, they were like, "Come on, let's go," and they just started helping us. Push the
Yeah,
vehicle out.
that was pretty. It
Yeah.
was scary as it happened, but
Yeah.
then like it sorted itself
It was
out.
scary because that road was really messed up. Like you need a proper four-wheel drive vehicle to go on that road, and our four-wheel broke right there while we were there. So we were stuck in puddles, and only the back tires were spinning. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
only the back tires were spinning, and we were just stuck really badly. And it took about, I think, three guys plus Shehan, no, plus myself and Yashwin to push it out. Shehan was driving, so it was quite scary.
So Shivan has asked, when is tourism going to open? Tourism is actually still
It's
open.
open, yeah.
There are obviously a few countries which they are now limiting visas to, for instance, like India.
India, yeah.
However, I mean, I don't think anyone is going to fly into Sri Lanka just yet, considering the situation in the region. And honestly, I think Sri Lanka tourism also needs to think of a better way to kind of tackle this situation. We've seen how the travel bubble works, and it's not sustainable. We need to figure out a better way to have tourists come here, spend more time long term. Um, and yeah, we really feel for the tourism industry. It's had such a tough year, and now to go through this again
Yeah.
is going to be tough. But what are you going to do? We have to work with it, and hopefully things get better soon.
Yeah. There's a question from
Oh,
Foodie Creations FC,
yeah.
which says, "What do you define as happiness?" By the way, love you guys.
Oh,
It's a deep question.
that's a deep question.
So I'm gonna get Shehan to answer first.
Happiness is waking up in the morning and feeling happy to do whatever it is you have to do.
Yeah. I think happiness for me is if I can't if I'm not going to say that because he said it, I would say happiness for me is being able to have a life of freedom, freedom to explore, freedom to experience new things, and to be surrounded by people that I love and people who love me. I think that's happiness, and to be able to do something, something good,
Meaningful,
something meaningful
impact.
to society, something impactful to society. And if we can find something that helps us wake up in the morning and that we love to do and that we can make money from and that helps us make a meaningful impact to society, that'd be
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Okay, so have you been living out of Sri Lanka? If so, what are the pros and cons that you see? My personal opinion is that everyone in Sri Lanka at some point needs to live outside of Sri Lanka.
I
It is
think it helps you see some positives in Sri Lanka that you take for granted, as well as it helps you see
negative,
some
and it
negatives as
also
well.
gives you a different perspective.
Yeah.
We are all living on this island and most people unfortunately don't know much about anything that happens outside of the island. And leaving the country for a short while even gives you a different perspective, which I think is important for development of yourself. So yeah, highly recommend if you haven't lived out of the country to try and at some point spend some time out of the country because it is definitely going to open your eyes up to so much more. Um,
There is a question. Is Shehan getting dreads? Please comment on this live stream right now and tell us what you guys think of his hair. I kind of like it. I actually do like it, though it is becoming very much dreads by itself. His mom hates it with a passion.
um, okay, I saw something about a drone. Mubashir Mubarak. Is it mandatory to take prior permission from CAA every time when flying a drone? Yes, it is. I'm not sure
Right.
if you heard today, someone got arrested in Dehiwala
22-year-old
for
kid
a
apparently.
22-year-old kid for flying a drone without getting approval. It is really messed up. The process is kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
We've tried so many times and not been able to get clearance when we needed it. However, want to stay safe, we need to do it. Thankfully, we have a roundabout way of doing this because we are doing some work for the tourism board, so we do get approvals for majority of the things we shoot.
Yeah.
But there are some times when it's just not possible because like we suddenly decide to go somewhere else. But I think we're going to have to figure out a better way to do this because we don't want to get arrested.
Do you cost cut your trips? If so, how? We don't cost cut per se, but we definitely budget. We have budgets, and we decide, okay, this is how much we can spend, and we try our best to work around it. But yeah, we haven't really traveled outside of Sri Lanka in a long time, so we haven't really budgeted like that per se. Last time we really budgeted was when we did the This is Sri Lanka 22 days around Sri Lanka trip. So yeah,
Also, because majority of the work we do now is sponsored work, so we don't have to make a budget.
the sponsored in the sense sometimes the stay is sponsored, so that covers most of our cost, and we bear the cost of like travel and those things. So that helps.
Um, uh, what else have we got here?
I've got another question here. Another.
Lalinda Fernandez. Shall we
Okay.
ask this one?
Okay.
Hey guys, really enjoyed the Royal Thomia match. Any chance you could do a video tour of STC? Man, I
Two?
would love to. Oh, St. Thomas.
Oh, right.
I would love to. It'll be a dream come true if we could do it. But yeah, St. Thomas's is also closed, and yeah,
The big match is also postponed this year. So technically, guys, we documented the last big match, which probably we won't have a big match in its true sense, and we won't probably have a big match like that for a little while, maybe like another year or two, I think.
Nishant, we are 6 personnel in Sri Lanka Air Force Vaunia camp with this live stream.
Oh,
Wow!
shit!
Hi, that's awesome.
Oh, Shantanu. Hi, guys! That's awesome. We haven't been to Valmiera though, right?
Hey, yo, it's Goa.
Oh, hello, my friend. Hence we travel. What's up, guys?
Thanks a lot. What's your favorite location in Sri Lanka? I think this keeps changing every time you travel.
But I know there's one consistent thing that you always say.
Which is,
The Cliff Lodge.
yeah, Cliff
Yeah.
Lodge. But to be honest, our recent trip to Jaffna and just seeing a lot of that area has really made me get like really curious to kind of explore more of it.
Yeah.
We want to go back and do camping at their fire,
Yes, that's true.
and we want to explore from Jaffna to Trinco because that's a part of the country no one has
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
touched on much. And I
Yeah.
don't know if there's much to see or do, but we want to explore because that's what we love doing.
Yeah. Then there's also, it's funny he says this.
It's really cold.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny that he says this, but also fun fact about Shan, he finds it very difficult to travel and film and work when it's really hot. Like it's like he's like a camera basically. He overheats very quickly and we need to turn him off and keep him in the shade to cool down a bit. And it's funny how he wants to explore Jaffna because at 12 o'clock when we were in Jaffna, every day he was burnt out. He's like, I need a break. So we know how that trip is going to be like.
Yeah. We found it.
Okay, so you can answer this question by chats 19.
Mhm.
Where do you see yourself and Shehan in 5 years?
Ooh. Where do we see ourselves in 5 years? I would say
I would say that
doing something we're happy doing. That's for sure. I
yeah.
think we've now realized that no amount of money is going to give you happiness, and that happiness is from doing what you really enjoy.
Yeah, but
And we will definitely pursue doing what we enjoy. So
yeah,
yeah,
I would like to say that in 5 years we would be
1 million subscribers.
a million
Yes,
subscribers, maybe.
definitely.
We would probably be traveling
Yeah,
more than we are right now due to this
Traveling.
situation.
Yeah.
But also for us, I think as two young people, the main thing for us is to also be financially stable, and hopefully that is not something you have to even think about. That'll
Mhm.
happen in 5 years. But yeah,
Yeah. Sheneller, let Shehan do edit some videos. Oh,
where what? Where did he say Chanel? How's a vegetarian diet? No, let Shehan edit some videos.
yeah, I mean, to be honest though, I'm always like I edit more than Chanel, just a lot of other like corporate stuff,
Yeah.
like commercial stuff. So I really don't have the time to kind of edit Chanel stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I mean we always get involved in each other's projects and
Yeah.
we always look in and like give some
Definitely,
feedback
his
on everything.
feedback and insight is always in the
Yeah.
video. It's just that I sit and physically edit it. But also, I really enjoy editing for the channel and sharing it with you guys. So I don't want to impart that on Shehan because I feel like if I don't take that responsibility myself and keep doing it, I will lose touch with it. And essentially, I started this YouTube channel wanting to do very cinematic travel videos. And if I don't keep editing, I'll definitely stop learning and lose touch.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
So we got
you can
another.
check his channel out for more of these videos. And I'm trying to always push him to create more on it, but
It's happening.
it's happening.
We're
Yeah.
doing it now that we're in the lockdown again. I'm going to be putting more stuff on my channel too.
What? No, man.
Um, Uvindu Prabhashwaran, education YouTube. So Shanae went to CIS and I went to St. Thomas's. We both studied in English medium. I studied in Sinhalese medium till 10 or 12 years old and then into English.
Yeah.
And then we went on to do, she studied at ACBT. She
Yes,
did a
I did
degree in
my
marketing.
international business and a minor in marketing.
Yeah. And I studied for CIM, but I didn't complete it, which is my mom's biggest problem.
But right now she's forgotten about that because her current biggest problem is this crowning glory.
All right. So, how did you guys meet? think we shared this, so for those of you who've heard this, sorry you had to hear it again.
Yeah.
But basically, we met at a graduation party.
It was a graduation party for the leaving batch at my school, and my friend's brother was in that school, so he was just like, "Come, come, guys, come for the party and stuff." And we were like, "Oh my God, we're gonna go to a club! We're so cool." Um,
Yeah.
he's about 3 years older than me, so just to give you some context, and that's where we met. Actually, we just shook hands. That's it. And then, as usual, back in the day, you would add each other on Facebook to find out more. We did so. My friend and I, we both added him on Facebook, and we were like, "Ah, okay, cool." That was it. That was basically it. We just friended each other, and I think for another year and a half or so, we didn't really speak or have any contact until he put up a picture of his recent travel to Chinatown in Malaysia,
Yeah.
and I had liked the picture, and that's when we started talking again. So, in short, that's what happened.
What's your favorite YouTube channel in Sri Lanka?
Sri Lankan YouTube channel. I mean, there's only one that really comes to my head, but I'm trying to think, is there something else that who I watch?
I mean, really, I honestly love Dino and Block.
Oh, okay, that's not what I was gonna say.
Who do you?
I was gonna say Travel with Wife.
Yeah, of course, Travel with Wife.
Yeah.
But I mean, like as a channel and just the amount of like the comedy,
The script and the production.
everything these guys do. I mean, they just keep upping it
Yeah.
with each video, and it's amazing to see what they're doing. Yeah, I love that channel, I would say. And of course, Travel with Wife. And there are so many now, right? Like we've got Ashipu and Shinu Banana, which
Yeah.
is really cool. I think they're
A
going
family
to be a family
channel.
channel, which is much needed for Sri Lankans here.
There's
So
also this YouTube channel called Lyra Studio, which is like a Sri Lankan channel. Most of the content is in Sinhala, but it's about like renovating your homes and DIYs, and it's two interior designers basically. So it's very cool because they talk about places in Sri Lanka that you can source things and build things, which is not something that we had before. But yeah, I'm gonna increase the AC because it's
okay,
a
cool.
bit hot.
All right. So what else have we got here? Where do you both born and raised in Sri Lanka? We're both born and raised in Colombo, Sri Lanka. What else? I saw your Jaffna video. It's really great. Very high quality video. Thank you, Akram. Akram.
Did they say the editing was good?
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
Jeevan says, as for fun, say both of you guys talk Tamil. Can you talk in Tamil?
Vanakkam. How do you know how to say my?
Tamil.
எனக்கு
கொஞ்சம்
பேரு
தெரியும்.
கொஞ்சம் தெரியுமா? எனக்கு பேரு Sheneller. பசிக்குது.
What is it?
Hungry.
Okay, no, we can't talk.
Yeah, we can't. We know a little
But
few
we
words.
can understand quite a
We
few.
can understand, and I just don't feel confident speaking it because I know I will be butchering it, but can definitely understand a few things here and there for sure.
Yeah, and sure.
Whoever asked that, can you speak Tamil, is probably just like this right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a real regret. I think we should have picked that up as.
But
when we
fun
were
fact
younger.
is that when we were growing up, my sisters used to speak Tamil. Like it was like their first two languages that they spoke as kids were English and Tamil. And it's funny because when they wake up to go to school in the morning, they'll like be screaming in Tamil saying "Enakku kulika vena," which basically means like I don't want to bathe. Like and that I was like, what a strange world I live in. Like this is nobody's really Tamil in my household, but here I am hearing this.
Yeah. Someone is saying, please try Sinhala.
අයිබෝන් මට සිංහල හොඳට කතා කරන්න පුළුවන් මගේ නම Sheneller. If you ask me a question in Sinhala, I can definitely answer. Otherwise, I really have no idea what to tell you. But මට සිංහල කතා කරන්න පුළුවන්. මම ගෙදර අම්මත් එක්ක සිංහලෙන් කතා කරන්නේ. ෂෙහාන්ව හම්බුනන් පස්සේ තමයි මම ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් වැඩිපුර කතා කරන්න පටන් ගත්තේ. සිංහල දැන් වැඩි කතා වෙන්නේ නැහැ. Oh.
What is the idea about family planning in terms of having children given? Whoa.
Whoa, what?
That's a serious one.
Hold on, guys. We are still not married even yet. What are you asking?
Uh,
What is your idea about family planning in terms of having children given future aspirations? Would you care to elaborate a bit? Because are you
I don't
talking
think you're
about.
answering that question.
Oh, okay, cool. What about international channels? What are your favorite international channels? I like Los LeBlanc's channel a lot. I started watching it in like 2017 when I was planning my the backpacking trip to Thailand, and he was already in Thailand for about a year or so. Back then, his videos were very like GoPro videos and very vlog style, not very like high quality as they are right now. But they had a lot of information that was really valuable for people planning the trip, which was great for us. So I really enjoyed his channel in the beginning and still do.
Yeah, I really enjoy following Ali Abdal, who's a productivity channel. Amazing. Peter Lindgren, Peter McKinnon, lots of those guys, obviously, because we're in somewhat
Yeah,
of that
of course,
industry. We
Peter
love that
McKinnon,
sort of
Sam
thing.
Calder. I
Sam
don't
Fowler
know.
doesn't
No,
post
he
as
doesn't.
much,
But yeah, he's not really a
unfortunately.
YouTuber. You know, I'm gonna share with you guys a YouTuber that I used to love back in the day when I was about maybe 11 years old or 12 years old, and before I think YouTube even monetized. So these are people who really, out of the passion for making people laugh or whatever they were doing on YouTube, these are people that made videos at that time. I don't know if you guys have heard of an Australian YouTuber called. Well, actually, I don't remember her name now, but it's called Community Channel. I used to love that a lot.
Yeah. Oh, so Hence We Travel has put a good question. You guys have talked about this, and also we do agree on Sri Lankans not appreciating and probably don't know of its own beauty for some reason. Any ideas how we can all inspire a younger generation? I think what we are doing will hopefully inspire the younger generation. I also think that thanks to COVID, we are now forced to travel only within
Within,
our
yeah,
country and
yeah,
explore the beauty within our country.
yeah.
I really hope that more younger people learn to kind of explore sustainably. Unfortunately, one thing, because our travel is about showing the beauty, sometimes we tend not to show some of the downsides of that's happening around the island. And one really sad thing is that the youth, unfortunately, do not know how to protect our environment. A lot of them, at least. And I really hope that's something that changes and that we, even you guys, hence we travel, and everyone else can influence people to start traveling more sustainably. By sustainably, what we are referring to is like don't litter when you travel, try to clean up after you travel, and then just,
Don't break rules just because you want to
yeah,
like go and get that perfect Instagram shot or something like that, like.
yeah, other than the drone laws.
Shahan
No,
wishes the
answer.
drone laws didn't exist.
But I would say that, yeah, I think it is our duty to ensure that we encourage more people to travel and see the beauty of our country, because only then will we be even able to address some of the real issues we have with like deforestation, all of these things. It's because majority of the people haven't really stepped out of the region to understand what's going on. And when they see it and appreciate how beautiful our country is, hopefully then they'll be willing to fight for it a bit more.
Someone has asked, Sam Seen has asked,
Oh,
sorry, I know, but it's an idiot, has asked, what do you think about Christian LeBlanc changing his girlfriend every 2 years?
hey, it's his life.
Yeah,
He
it's
can,
not us to
it's not
comment
us to
on.
comment on his
I
love
mean,
life.
we never know, but
And
like
like he rightly put it, like it's been 8 years and he's had three
three
girlfriends. And
girlfriends, so
like
it's not like it's a
he's
lot.
a YouTuber and he needs
Yeah.
to he shows his girlfriends on his channel. There's nothing wrong with it. I think the way people are responding to him is really messed up. Uh,
Sometimes I
there
think
has to be a
with
line on
with
YouTube.
public celebrity figures, what happens is that people get so invested in this the personality and the person and the work they do and their lives that they kind of forget to separate the personal life of Christian with the Christian who gives us a travel content that helps us to travel and inspires us. And I think that this happens with like musicians and other kinds of celebrities, and I think that it's not fair at the end of the day because we are not there, we never see what's happening, we're only seeing like what one tiny percentage of what they pick and choose to show on social media. So
just like us. I mean, we are also only showing one side of it.
Yeah.
We want to be able to show more of the things we see while we're traveling, share more insights. And actually, this might be a good time to kind of just put a feeler out there. We're thinking of starting a second channel, which is going to be called This is Sri Lanka, where we're going to be sharing more things about
Sri
Sri
Lanka.
Lanka.
Like little short videos and
Short
things like that.
videos, informative, not just beautiful travel destinations, but more insightful things. Hopefully, things that can help the tourism industry in itself, and also a way of helping brands do more promotions through this channel. We'd love to know what you guys think. We would be directing most of the content on it, but I think it's important for us to kind of create this second channel because we might not always be in Sri Lanka right throughout the year, but we still want to make sure that Sri Lanka is being promoted online too. So we feel that this might be the best way to do it. And that is also why we have started Assort Creative. If you haven't checked that out, make sure you check it out. We're going to do some amazing things through it. It's freezing.
How do you want to switch places with me?
Yeah.
Don't knock it off.
Okay.
Switch.
No.
How do you manage time to create? Wait, what's the time? Okay.
Oh, we got 5 minutes left.
No, we started at 9:05, so
Okay.
technically we have 10 minutes. How do you manage time to create content? How do you know which ones to pick content-wise to post? How do you manage your time? So basically, when I think this question says this is by Raul, and I think this question is talking about content for Instagram specifically, and we've kind of merged that into the structure of like how we work. So when we go to film in a place, like we know, okay, this is where we will probably take a few Instagram shots, and we've kind of figured out how to work that into our work system, I would say, because we do have very little time to do all these things sometimes. Then when it comes to picking, of course, Shehan will complain about it, but I will have him take numerous pictures of me in different places, and much to his chagrin. But I would then pick the best out of those, and I will pick the one that I'm going to post, and then I will leave the rest for like maybe times like this where we're not really traveling, but there is like content. So I would always pick the cream of the crop for posting because I really want to just emphasize on quality. And yeah, that's what I would do. How old are you? I am 27.
Yeah.
What?
30. Erika Vetrova has asked you two doing any 9 to 5 jobs. No, we aren't. This is full time.
Full time. We are deep.
We're really deep.
We are rolling in the deep.
Into the work we do, and
Yeah.
obviously, all of this, everything that's happening is affecting.
Yeah, and Erika also asked another question earlier. She asked if we watch, what about Harold? We don't watch Harold that consistently, but we do like some like the kind of work that he does. Do you watch any of his videos?
I don't think I like the work he does.
I like a few of his Sri Lanka videos, but his style is not really the kind of thing that I like to watch as a consumer of video.
We prefer Johnny.
That's he'll be a biased because of Johnny, but through Johnny actually we've come to learn a bit more about who Harold is as a person, and he seems quite interesting, and I would love to meet.
You can speak Sinhala. Can you sing? Can you sing?
Yeah, I know you can't speak Sinhala.
We just spoke in
We
Sinhala.
literally just spoke in
Okay, so all right, guys, last 5 minutes. Feel free to ask some questions and let us know what you would like to see coming out from the channel. Let's drop the Instagram stuff. Just stay with the YouTube community.
Okay.
All right. What did you think of creating the concept of This is Sri Lanka? Okay, so I want to like, shall I take this one? Yeah. So the funny thing about This is Sri Lanka, we had just finished traveling we had done like 3 months in Thailand, Vietnam, and we had come back and we were basically just before that we had decided, okay, we're quitting our jobs and we're going to try and go abroad and try and make this travel blogger lifestyle happen.
And it was the most far-fetched idea for two brown people from Sri Lanka, the tiniest island. Like,
imagine going to a hotel and saying, hey, we're travel bloggers
from Sri Lanka.
And then they ask, where are you from? And we say Sri Lanka. And sometimes they don't even know where that is. And so
in
they're just like, why would
2017, when we traveled, a lot of people didn't know where Sri Lanka was because like like
Yeah,
within those 3 years, so many things
yeah,
changed, and Sri Lanka just suddenly was number one on world channel.
yeah. So moving on, we came back to Sri Lanka. We had spent majority of our savings, and we were down to like the last bit of it. And Chanel and I had always wanted to travel around the country, and we realized that this was the only time we are not working for anyone, and we have the time to do it. So we decided to spend pretty much all of our savings at the time,
All of it. I bought a
uh,
camera.
rent a vehicle, and just go out and just do this thing because we figured, okay, this might be the end, and we're going to have to go back to normal 9 to 5.
Yeah, and I think that like wanted, we were just, we wanted to go all in because that's how badly we wanted it to work.
Yeah,
We were just thinking to just dive right in, and we were in it. We had burnt all our bridges. There was no safety nets, and we just had to make it work. And I think that was
yeah.
the level of commitment we gave to this.
And it's crazy. Back then, it was just a trip we wanted to do for the fun of it, and that we thought would be great. But then, as soon as we did it, we started realizing so many things about it and seeing the potential in it. And honestly, I think it's going to be something pretty big.
Yes.
Yeah,
And I think one thing I would like to add to what Shahan said about the spark of Visit Sri Lanka, or what initiated it for us, it's all of that. But right, again, I want to go back to how traveling outside of your country is really important to give you perspective, and how you don't appreciate sometimes the country that you come from until you see it from a foreign person's perspective. Example, and I said this in our last live stream as well, we were in.
is your mic being pulled out apparently? No, it's not.
Sorry, I might be knocking it.
Yeah, so continue.
So yes, so you need to sometimes travel because you might not appreciate certain aspects of your own country until you um, have their perspective. And one story that always remained with us since we came back was from the first 2017 trip. We were on a cruise, and we were chilling with and talking to this Canadian couple, and they were like, "So where are you guys from?" After we asked them that, "Oh, we are from Sri Lanka." And his face was just like pure shock. And he was like, "But why would you spend money and come to Thailand when you're already from paradise?" And that really, really like just shocked. I don't know about you, but it shocked me because I was just like, why? Like it's true. At the time I was like, okay, no, we need to like travel to see other places as well. But his words stuck with me, and I think we discussed more and more about what, we're spending so much money to go out of Sri Lanka and to like document other South Asian countries and share it with the world. When people are dying to come to Sri Lanka, people want to know more about Sri Lanka, and we live here. Like, why do we not explore our own backyard before we go outside? And I think that was a definite tipping point for us where we realized we can't consider calling ourselves travel bloggers or anything like that until we explore our very own country. And within the next year or so, Sri Lanka was being named the number one island to travel to, etc. Why is my mic not working?
No, it's gone down apparently. All right.
Oh yeah.
Last one. I think Phoenix. They say something about the conflict taking place in Palestine. People need to raise awareness about it. So a lot of people have been asking us why we're not doing this. To be honest, we want our page to be a place where we can inspire people. It's positive,
A place where you
and
can come to like escape sometimes the realities of
yeah,
this harsh world. And regarding so many things that have happened in the past, whether when COVID was spiraling out of control, or in so many other movements and things.
cremating of Muslim
Yeah,
people in the country. Like there were so many issues we
so
wanted to
many
talk
issues
about,
that
right?
we personally were
Affected by,
affected by, but we chose not to speak about it because if I wanted to speak on one, then we would have to speak
we
on
want
all of
everything,
them. And
and
then
that's not what we
suddenly,
want the channel to be about.
this channel and my Instagram page, it's going to transform into something else, and we had to take the hard decision to keep our personal views on certain things
Because, I
to
mean,
ourselves.
obviously we are with the cause. We are,
Yeah, I mean, Shahan is like Shahan's Muslim, right? Like, I mean,
yeah.
obviously
But I mean, and like everyone's there's enough of awareness around it.
Yeah.
Us adding to it is not going to do anything, but us talking about it and then us not talking about the next trend that comes, not trend, the next issue that comes up
Yeah.
is going to cause more problems.
And there's
So,
also one thing I want to talk about, which is the fact that yes, I would love to speak on it, right? And lots of people are speaking on it as well as other topics in the past. But what happens is that you speak about something so important and vital, and everybody speaks about it at the same time, and within a month, it's not the thing that people are speaking, you know. And something like this
yeah,
should not be so shallow. Like it feels really shallow, but I feel like if there's something that we could do, that is what I want
yeah,
to do. But just simply getting on a story and talking about it, I feel like it's a very
yeah,
shallow way of like attempting to add to the
yeah.
situation.
And if you look at the work we do, I mean, we pick the things that we know that we can fight. In the sense that, like, the causes we decide to support and the causes we decide to keep talking about, like sustainable tourism, that's an area that we can definitely influence and make an impact. So
That's what I mean.
naturally,
Yeah.
we are going to continuously talk on those lines and talk about things like that. So yeah, I mean, don't get us wrong. It's not that we don't support all of these things. There are so many things that we don't talk about just because we are
If
thinking
it was
about.
up to me, you can ask Shehan. I would be raging about every single thing that is unjust in this world, every single cause. I am that person. I would be standing up for every underdog. But it's just sometimes you have to, like he said, you have to. We will support the causes that we want and that obviously that we are passionate about and privately.
Yeah,
But for this channel and for this thing that we have built, try to create a space where you guys can come and kind of like just
expect, you know what to expect as you
you
come
know
here.
what
I
to
mean, we
expect.
don't. I mean, yeah, Palestine is one thing, but then when the next things come, we don't want to keep bombarding people with different things. We want to keep it very
So
focused.
make no
Uh,
mistake, it's something that is absolutely important to us, and I'm so happy to see so many people um, just openly like fighting for it, talking about it, educating people about it. I have learned so much from other people posting about it, so it's doing something for sure. But
yeah,
as to why we haven't spoken about it, it's nothing like what you guys. I mean, what some of you might have just it just doesn't seem like it's right for us to just jump on it, talk about it for a few days, and
forget about
forget
it.
about it. It
Which is
just
what's going
doesn't.
to happen,
Yeah,
sadly.
it's not. It doesn't feel right.
All right, I think we should call it 2205.
Do we have any last questions?
What are the worst events encountered by traveling? Thanks a lot, guys, for sticking through. There's so many of you that stuck through the entire hour. We really enjoyed your
I know
company.
it was really fun. We had some great questions, and
Yeah, and
it
we
was
might
really
do another
nice.
one soon. And in terms of videos on the channel, as soon as we finish this project we're working on, we're hoping to start filming around Colombo.
I have a question for you guys. All right, please leave a comment below. Okay, on what countries or cities in other countries outside of Sri Lanka that you would like to see us make a vlog, in our style of sharing and filming like that. Where would you like to see us take on outside of Sri Lanka? Very interesting for us. Plan ahead.
Yep, awesome. And with that,
That's it. 22:05.
awesome.
Correct. Right on time. Time for us to say goodbye now, guys.
Thanks a lot.
And
We will
we'll
see you
see
guys
you.
soon.
We'll see you
Hopefully,
in the
see you.
next one.
Bye.